Hello and welcome to 360 Sports. That was super duper Chiamaka Nnadozie. In fact, she was fantastic, brilliant, excellent. What adjective will I use in qualifying Chiamaka Nnadozie? She actually kept Nigeria in the game. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to every Super Falcons player out there. Congratulations to Round the Wardrobe, despite the criticism, despite the issues from NFF, from some journalists, Nigerians out there. They never had faith in Randy Wardrum and the team, but they have proved every critics wrong that yes, we are Super Falcons. Indeed, we are super. We can do it. They had their own against the Canadian national women team, and it was fantastic. Canada never saw this coming. They were given a run for their money. Even that's why we finished that game with 10 players, and we were able to hold our own. It ended goalless right there in Australia. Our first game in Group B, fantastic one, good one. I was just marveled with the whole performance of the Super Falcons. The coach actually speak a lot of their fitness, and definitely we saw what the fitness that he spoke about actually did to this team. They were physically fit, mentally and psychologically ready for the Canadians national women team, and they gave it their all, and their all was enough to give them a draw. If not for one or two errors, we would have eventually maybe won that game, and at the end of the day take all the 3 points. If Assistant Oshola had converted her chance. On that note, I will be welcoming to the show this morning on 360 Sports. I am Emmanuel Fashime. We will be talking about the Super Falcons, their performance in their Group B opener in the World Cup, their first game against the Canadian national women team. It was a fantastic one. 3 meetings, 1 win and 2 draws. The Canadian women has never beaten the Super Falcons in World Cup game. 3 times they've played. This was the 3rd time they will be meeting in the World Cup fixtures, and we defeated them once, and we've got played 2 draws out of the 3 meetings. Good one coming in from the Super Falcons. I think this will be a morale boost for the girls heading into the next game against the Australians before we will now take on Ireland ladies. And I love what Randy Wardrum did, despite NFF pushing this man, distracting the team. He was focused. He actually knows what he wants, and look at it. It actually paid off in the first game. And the Canadian women never gave Super Falcons this opportunity, but they surprisingly they were held to a goalless draw. And for Chiamaka Nnadozie, she was the man of the match. Good one coming in from her. She did her best. She did everything she could right there in Australia. The first game of the FIFA World Cup, FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 for the Super Falcons. Good one coming in from them. We are actually, as it stands right now, I'm a proud Nigerian. I'm a proud supporter of the women's football, mostly the Super Falcons. I always support them because they always give us the goods. And now they have said they are shifting their attention to the next game that will be played. They will be playing against the Australian women team before the Ireland national team. And now Canada down, and then we need to prepare ourselves. They have said, Randy Wardrum has said, they are shifting after the first game. They are moving their attention to the Australian game, where they will have to pick all 3 points so that they can have a chance of qualifying for the next round. I have a friend and a brother all the way from Plateau State joining me on the show via Zoom this lovely lovely Friday on the show. Abba Michael, I don't know if he's ready. Okay, Abba Michael is ready for us. Abba Michael,
yeah.
You saw what the Super Falcons did right there in Australia. Chiamaka Nnadozie, man of the match. She won man of the match. Excellent performance from her. In fact, the late night that I kept actually paid off. Michael.
Yes, of course. These are the type of matches you keep the night vigil for. Chiamaka Nnadozie is truly the pride of the nation at the moment. I mean, she made our sleep not be a wasted effort for the fact that she was able to double save a penalty, saved the rebound. What else do you expect from a world-class goalkeeper? It's obvious that Randy Waldrum has made the right choice when it comes to the goalkeeping position. And of course, we need to give credit to the defensive trio of Ohale, Demehi, and of course, Alozie. They did a fantastic job. Yes, of course, our striker, Infoma Onimonu, just had one goal attempt, which she wasted. Yes, the team had crisis along the game. Francisca Ortega fouled Sinclair for a penalty, and of course, we're able to save that penalty. We also had, of course, a red card for, I think, Deborah. It's an ups and downs game, but nevertheless, the Super Falcons were still able to hold their groove despite all the distractions, as you said. I mean, this is the kind of start we want to see from the Super Falcons. Games that you are supposed to lose, you draw. And then games that you are supposed to draw, you win. That's the kind of result we want from the Super Falcons.
Yes, games that you are supposed to draw, you draw. Games that you are supposed to win, you win. Now, let's look at it. Do you think the Super Falcons actually deserve to take all 3 points after this performance?
They would have deserved to take all 3 points if only, I mean, the striker, Ifeoma Onumonu, was able to take advantage of the chances presented to her. I think she needs to be more clinical in front of goal. Winning a match sometimes takes a singular effort and you become the hero of the team. The midfielders need to work with her and see that they get her more scoring chances to increase our opportunities, especially when we face the co-host nation, Australia.
Okay, facing the co-host nation, let's quickly talk about Asisat Oshoala. We actually had a clear-cut chance. I was expecting her to go around the goalkeeper and just bury that ball. She didn't even play like a professional. She just hit the ball to nobody. And I think it was Francisca Ortega that was rushing towards that, towards the 18-yard box. And that was just an opportunity for us to take all the 3 points. Now, a lot of criticism has come for Asisat Oshoala. That she has not lived up to expectation. Do you actually agree with that?
Yes, I agree in total. She has not lived up to expectation. When you are playing for a club side in the realm of FC Barcelona, they would like to see you doing some tiki-taka in front of goal. That was quite myopic of her, squandering a chance and opportunity like that when we know that Nigeria was more of a defensive team. I mean, all game long, we expected more from Asisat Oshoala, and I think she needs to prove to us that she is actually a superstar in Barcelona. This is the time to show it to the Super Falcons.
This is the time to show it to the Super Falcons. Let's talk about the red card that was given to Deborah Abiodun on her debut for Super Falcons in the Senior Women's World Cup. Now, we are going to miss her services in the midfield because she actually gave, she and Uchebe were fantastic in that midfield. They thwart every attacking prowess of the Canadian women's national team, and she was red carded. Do you think this will affect us in the next game? Let's not forget that Rasheedat Ajibade and Halimatu Anyide will be back in the next game.
Yes, I believe that the coming back of Ajibade and Anyide will make up for the lost game against Australia. I believe that they are solid midfielders. They have been. It's a team. It's a cohesive effort. It's a team effort. Definitely, when those girls come back for the second match, I don't think we will miss the services of Deborah, believing that they all know how to fill in the role. It is the next man up coming and do the needful.
It is the next man coming and doing the needful. Good one coming in from Deborah. She was excellent on the morning. And for Uchebe, every Super Falcons player were fantastic. Chiamaka Nnadozie, she was given the captain's armband and she delivered the goods we actually want her. She stood as a captain. She led the team. She was fantastic. That penalty save from the oldest woman to grace the World Cup alongside Sinclair. 40 40 years of age. This is her last World Cup. She stood up to that and she was able to save that penalty with some good saves coming in from her also. She kept Super Falcons in the game. At the end of the day, we'll share the spoils. It was a point apiece between us and the Canadian national women team. Congratulations to Super Falcons. Congratulations to Randy Wardrum. I think the NFF need to apologize to Randy Wardrum because they actually distracted this man. But he said, come on, I know what I'm doing. And we've seen the excellent job she is doing with this side. And we just hope and pray our next game will get all the 3 points and then take on our island. Then we'll qualify to the next round. Who says Super Falcons cannot get to the semi-final? They can actually do it. They have shown that, yes, we have come to the World Cup. We have come to Australia to come and show you what we are made of as an African. And that is what we've seen with the Super Falcons. And it is a good one. We started on a good note. Let's see how we take it up from there. Let's quickly have result of other matches played. The two hosts, that is for New Zealand and Australia, getting their first 3 points, getting their first win also against Norway. New Zealand defeated Norway 1-0. Australia also in that same score margin. It was 1-0 against Republic of Ireland. That is in our Group B. And then Nigeria playing a goalless draw with Switzerland. It ended goalless, right there. And then the Philippines, they lost to Switzerland. They are also debutant. They lost 2-0. And as we speak, Costa Rica is losing against the Spain national women team. I think it's 3 goals up against the Costa Rican ladies. Where in our next game, we will be playing a few days away from now against the Australia, and let's see if we can actually get all 3 points. That is the result so far coming in from Australia and New Zealand right there. We've seen with the result is on your screen. Nigeria, they played the goalless with Canada. Congratulations to every Super Falcons player out there. And for our sister Oshola, she needs to wake up. She needs to prove to us that, yes, she's the assistant Oshola playing in Barcelona. Whenever she comes to the Super Falcons, she's always sleeping. This is a message for you. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and carry the team on your shoulder, and let's have your scoring boot back and smiling for us. Let's leave that story and go straight to the NFF, where they have actually appointed board members for the MPFL, and we have all the board members. It was inaugurated yesterday. And we have our own Legbeleye coming back as chairman, retaining his position as chairman after they did very well with the IMC, because no more IMC right now. We now have the league body, the MPFL, but that is the MPL body, Nigeria Premier League body, that will be controlling the league this season, this incoming season. And we have all the members inaugurated yesterday at the Glass House, and we have let's have the board members on the screen. Let's have the names. Let's see how let's see every member in that body. Let's see every member in that body. If we have it, we are going to be showing on the screen now. Let's Michael, if you look at it, Legbeleye will be coming back to the board. Now, I think the NFF said they should continue with their fantastic job that they did. So, are you okay? When we have the names of those who are in the board, then you react to that proper. But are we okay with Legbeleye and Davis in Owume still retaining their position?
Yes, I think he's a proven product. Going by the interim role he played as the chairman of the IMC last season, he was able to see through the Abridged League and even much later the Super 6, Super 8. I mean, he is actually a proven lad. When you look at his resume, former Director General, National Sports Commission, former Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Sports. I mean, this is a man who is sporting all his life. I think he has paid his dues. He has proven himself, and this is, I think, a good decision for the first time. I see the Nigerian sports making the right decision, picking technocrats to fill in this role, and I believe it's a good one for the future.
Yeah, it's a good one for the future. We have the names of everybody in that board right now on the screen. We have Benga Elegbeleye, as I said, as the chairman, Mohammed Nasiru Seidu as member, Barrister Pobeni Ogun member, Daniel Omokachi, former Super Eagles player, as a member. We have OK Paloku as a member. We have Suleiman Uma member, Dominic Ayofa, that is for the Lobby Stars member. We have Barrister Danlami Ibrahim. He's the secretary stroke legal advisor, and we have Davis Inowumi as the chief operating officer. These are the name. Now having Daniel Omokachi now, because he was a special advisor to the president on the sport matters, but now he has been drafted into the board member to as into marshal Nigerian Premier League duties. Is it a good one? I think we would have more of the ex-players in that board.
Yes, I think that was the highlight for me. That was the high point for me, and that was when I knew they have gotten it right this time, by the inclusion of sports analyst and, of course, former Super Eagles midfield maestro in Daniel Amokachi. I can't forget watching him in Everton. I can't forget him scoring from center when Nigeria played, I think, against Greece in the 1994 World Cup. I mean, this is what we expect from the management, bringing in technocrats, former players. We need more of them in that board. I mean, Okocha is going to be, I think, one of the ministers. I think it's a welcome idea. I like the fact that they are bringing in people who know their onions. And Daniel Amokachi's inclusion is one very big step in the right direction, alongside the other all-stars that constitute this wonderful board.
Yes, along other all-stars that constitute that board. Let's have the board again. Let me quickly run over it. Benga Elegbeleye, chairman, Mohammed Nasiru Seidu, member, Barrister Pobeni Ogun, member, Daniel Omokachi, member, OK Paluku, member, Suleiman Umar, Dominic Ayofa, Barrister Danlami, who's the secretary and legal advisor, and then we have Davis Inowumi as the chief operating officer. We just congratulations to everyone on that board. They should just make sure we have another viable and vibrant league this time around, because last season it was a fantastic one. When you look at the Super 8, they actually organized it very well. For the first time, I give thumbs up to the MPFL, to the MPL, Nigeria Premier League, for all they actually did, and it's a good one for Ibrahim Gusso, that is the NFF president, deeming it fit to bring these people back again and add other technocrats and experts to the board, so that we can have a very good league that we can actually say, okay, Nigeria League is heading towards the right direction. Let's leave MPL and NFF and go to this next story. It concerns cricket, where Nigeria cricket team, they are ready, battle ready, but Tanzania said, okay, they are ready to host Nigeria and every other country that will be coming for the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup qualifiers. I think this is the second phase. Nigeria will slug it out with other countries, Tanzania, Botswana, and the rest of them in the qualifiers. And for Nigeria, they have left the shores of this country 3 weeks ago, preparing themselves for this tournament. We have our own one as the captain of that team, but I believe Nigeria will actually hold their own and they do us well and qualify for the World Cup proper. But Michael, now Tanzania says they are ready to host Nigeria and other countries that will be coming for the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup qualifiers.
Yes, of course. All roads lead to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Personally, that is one place I dream that one day I will visit in my life. And yes, of course, the cricket-wise, when you look at the world rankings, Nigeria is, I think our best ranking is 41 or so in the world. At the T20 international cricket, we are 41st in the world. I think we are not doing badly at all. Cricket dates it's a very old game, as dates back as far as 1904. But I think the Nigerian Cricket Federation was constituted in 1951, over 70 years ago. And Nigeria is actually historical when it comes to cricket. It's just unfortunate that we don't see them in the limelight Each time we turn on our DSTV or Trust TV, all we see is South Africa and other countries, Bangladesh, New Zealand, and all those countries playing cricket. But Nigeria is actually taking the bull by the storm. And of course, this is an opportunity to go and tell Tanzania that they are not ready enough for Nigeria, because Nigeria is coming to show them that we actually have a comparative advantage, and we are coming to shut down Dar es Salaam.
We're coming to shut down Dar es Salaam. I can tell you that every sport in Nigeria, not just football alone, we report on Trust TV. You can give that to us, because we we actually go to the nooks and crannies to bring you the story, to even bring you the sports that people don't know about, and that is what we do on 360 Sports on Trust TV. I believe Nigeria will actually get the qualification ticket and then go to the World Cup proper, and then we'll be smiling when we come back. Good one coming in from the lads. They are actually young players. If you look at these players, they are actually that age of 19, and good one coming in from the Cricket Federation of Nigeria, doing well to ensure that all our cricket players are up to date and they can actually get the goods when they go out for tournament. Let's leave that story and head straight to England, where Bruno, England, that is Manchester, the city of Manchester now, not the blue side but the red side, where Bruno Fernandes has been named as the new Manchester United captain after the, let me say, Eric Ten Hag and everybody deemed it fit to strip Harry Maguire off the captaincy. And now we have seen that Bruno Fernandes has been named the new captain of Manchester United. Is it a good one coming in from Manchester United, giving Bruno Fernandes the captain?
Yes, of course, it's a good one. I mean, 64 goals, 54 assists in 184 games in the last seasons. Bruno Fernandes is the best thing to have happened to Manchester United in the last 3 years. Of course, Harry Maguire was supposed to be the skipper last season, but his lackluster showing, refusing to lead by example, was the reason why he was usurped by Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is making sure that his £67 million purchase is paying off for Ten Hag's Manchester United. And I think Bruno Fernandes is definitely poised to lead this team to glory. He's definitely going to be like one of the great captains to have led Man United in like Nemanja Vidic, you know, Wayne Rooney. We've had Michael Carrick. I mean, we've had Antonio Valencia, some of the captains who have led Man U in the last couple of years, especially Gary Neville, arguably the most successful in the last 20 years. Bruno Fernandes is an opportunity to make history, to imprint his name in the sands of time as one of the skippers of one of the most revered clubs in European football, in Man United.
Yes, in European football, that is Manchester United. Good one coming in from Eric Ten Hag and everybody in Manchester. That is the red side of Manchester. Now they've given Bruno Fernandes, the leader. We just hope and pray he can control that locker room and then translate every other thing onto the pitch and carry every player, everybody along. Some persons have said that he's too temperamental. Let's see if he's going to control his temperament whenever he's playing on the pitch, so that he will not lose his cool. But congratulations to Bruno Fernandes for being given the Manchester United captain right now. The likes of Gary Neville, Wada Ambang, Wayne Rooney, they were there. So at some point, Van der Sar also was Wada captain Ambang, the likes of Roy Keane, one of the greats of Manchester United. So let's see if Bruno Fernandes will follow the footsteps of these great players to lead Manchester United back to the glory days, like they used to sing, "Glory, glory, Manchester United." Good one coming in from that angle. Let's leave the story of Manchester. We are still staying with Manchester, where it's now a good news for all Manchester United fans out there. Andre Onana finally landed Manchester, medicals done and everything confirmed, and he's now a Manchester United goalkeeper. We just hope to see him quickly to join other teams in the preseason. That is the tour of United States and every other country that they will be touring during the preseason. But Andre Onana, Manchester United goalkeeper right now, congratulations to our own African brother, Michael.
Yes, of course. I'm happy for Andre Onana. He has 104 clean sheets in 255 appearances. He won 3 league titles with Ajax. And of course, he won the Coppa Italia with Inter Milan. He had the most clean sheets last season at the UEFA Champions League. And of course, he's just 27 years old, just getting into his prime. He's definitely going to be amongst the greats goalkeepers of Man United, talking about Van der Sar, talking about Fabian Barthez, talking about Peter Schmeichel. That's the level of talent Andre Onana possesses, and it's his time to just be disciplined and take it one day at a time.
Take it one day at a time. Andre Onana, good one coming in from here to actually make that decision to join Manchester United. Erik ten Hag was his coach. 7 years they spent together at Ajax, and now they have joined up again at Manchester United, and he has replaced David De Gea, who has gone out of the team. And good one as an African player, as an African brother. I say well done and kudos. Thumbs up to you, Andre Onana. Let's quickly take this one before we go, and it concerns in Nigeria. It's not only the European players or other African players that are also moving from one team to another, and not just one team, also big teams at that matter. And this time around, they say what a man can do, a woman can do better, like they say. But let's see if she's going to do better this time around with the PSG women's team. That is for our own Nico Payne. The elder sister is with the Super Falcons right there in Australia. She was in action. She was on the bench this morning when they played the Canadian women team. But this younger sister now has signed for PSG women's team. That's Nico Payne on a 3-year deal. Nico Payne joining PSG on a 3-year deal, Michael.
Yes, of course, I'm happy. Nico Payne, of course, she had grown gradually in the United States League. Played for the United States national team at the under 15, under 16, under 17, and even under 19 level. After she played for them at the under 21 level, she then got a call to come and start for the Super Falcons. I think she has made just 1 or 2 appearances, not really getting the calls, but I believe this deal will boost her chances of getting a visibility by Coach Waldrom or any Super Falcon coach that emerges much later. But it's a good one. This is an opportunity to play for a big club.
Okay.
I mean, she's going to France. She's
all
going
right,
to
Michael. Good one for Nico Payne joining PSG. And that is where we will leave it on the show this morning. Michael, thanks for joining me on the show. Okay, that is it on the show. Congratulations to Super Falcons once more. I'm a proud Nigerian. I say thanks for watching. I am Emmanuel Fashimi.